Okay. Solve the following equations. Be sure to note any extraneous solution. So we have here 3 to the 2x equals 243. We need to solve it, means we need to find the value of x. Solve it means find x. Okay. So left side has base of 3, right side doesn't have base of 3. So we're going to convert right side to have base of 3. 243 is 3 exponent something. How to find that? If you don't have calculator, I wish not to use calculator in this case. You divide 243 divided by 3, it's 81, divided by 3 is 27, divided by 3 is 9, divided by 3 is 3, divided by 3 is 1. How many 3's we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 3. Oh, then since the base equals the base, then exponent equals exponent. The power are equal. It's 2x equals 5. You divide both sides by 2, then x equals 2.5 or 5 over 2. This is the answer for A. That's first. The second question, which is 8 to the x equals the square root of 2. Let's do it here. So 8 to the x equals square root of 2. 8 and square root of 2, they are different. Yes, looks different. But we have to come up with like relationship. They are family, actually. Square root of 2, square root of 2, and 8, both they have relationship with 2, number 2. Yes. So square root of 2 is 2, but it will be exponent a half. That's the square root of 2. And then 8, it will be 2, but it will be to the third. And we have x. Easy. So square root of 2 and 8, both the have relationship with 2. They are family member of 2. Okay. So you see that the base equals the base, then the power equals the power. Then 3x equals a half. Divide both sides by 3, then x equals 1 over 3 times 2, which is 1/6. The answer is 1/6. If we plug it in 1/6, it will be perfect. So 1/6, exponent 6. Yeah. That's the question B. Question C. Given 2 times x to the third, 5 to the x minus 8x, 5 to the x. You see, I repeated 5. So between this item and this item, I repeated 5 to the x equals 0. Okay. And also we have 2 is common here, and x is common here. Let's do that. So we take from 8 and 2, we take 2 as common, and x to the third is common, x, and 5 to the x is 5 to the x, common. We open parentheses, divide all, 2 divided by 2 cancel out, x to the third divided by x is squared, and then 5 to the x divided by 5x cancel out, minus 8 divided by 2 is 4, x cancel, 5 to the x cancel. So it will be 2x 5 to the x times x squared minus 4 equals 0. Okay. We could factor x squared minus 4. We'll have different solutions here. Factor it. So let's continue. So 2x 5 to the x and x squared minus 4 would be factored as x minus 2 times x plus 2. So now we have three quantities at least. At least one of them equal to 0. At least. So three quantities. This quantity times this quantity, x minus 2, times this quantity. Each one has to equal 0, or at least one of them. Okay, so 2x 5 to the x equals 0. And here is x minus 2 equal to 0. And here is x plus 2 equal to 0. Of course, if x plus 2 equals 0, then x equals negative 2. We have to check that solution. And here is when x minus 2 equals 0, then x equals positive 2. We have to check this solution. 2x 5 to the x. Of course, if you plug it in 0 for x, 5 to the 0 is 1 times 0 is 0 times 2 is 0. So the solution for that will be x equals 0. Okay. Let's check which one satisfy the equation, the given equation. So if x equals 0, if you plug it in x to 0, this will be 0 and this will be 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. So 0, x equals 0, one of the solutions. Yeah. And let's check x equals 2. X equals 2. Let's do that here. 2 to the third is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. So 16 times 5 to the second. Let's change the color here. Substitute for x equals 2. 2 to the third is 8 times 2 is 16. And we still have 5 to the second is 25. So this is 16 times 25 minus 8 times x is 2, okay, and 5 is square, which is 25. So you see 16 times 25, the same as 8 times 2 is 16 times 25. And then 16 times 20, I don't care about getting this calculation. Makes sense. 16 times 25 equivalent to 8 times 2 times 25, because 8 times 2 is 16. So if you subtract equals 0, so this is one of the solutions too. Now if you check out x equals negative 2, let's do that here. Okay, different color here. Let's have the red one here. Yeah, substitute for x equals negative 2. So 2 times x negative 2 to the third. And here is 5 exponent negative 2 minus 8 times negative 2. Yeah, times 5 to the negative 2. This is, of course, will be 1 over 25. And this is, of course, 1 over 25. Okay. And then negative 2 to the third is negative 8. Negative 8 times 2 is negative 16. Okay. And here is negative 8 times negative 2 is positive. Negative times negative is positive. And 8 times 2 is 16. So you have in this quantity is 16 times 1 over 25, which is 16 over 25. And this will be negative 16 over 25. The answer is 0. Then this is will be one of the solutions. So we have three solutions for that, which is 0, 2, and negative 2. Okay. I hope you got it. Any comments? Any things? Any difficulties? If you have difficulties to understand, you could like mention that in your comment. I'm very welcome. I will answer your question. Here is log of x to the base of 2. plus log of x plus 2 to the base of 2 equals 3. Okay. What happened here, when you have the addition between two logs, you could convert the addition to multiplication if you have the same base. Yeah. So what you could do here is to take log, one log of them, log under the same base 2 of x times x plus 2. It's the opposite operation of exponent, the power. In the power, when you multiply, you add exponents. And here, when you add logs, you multiply it under the same base. Equals 3. So look at this. Log, yes. Let's form log, so no confuse here. Log base exponent or power, and this is result. We convert it to exponential so we could like break it down. So base is 2, exponent 3, so 2 to the third equals the result, which is x times x plus 2. Base result, base exponent, 2 to the third equals result, which is x times x plus 2. So 2 to the third is 8, and if you distribute x times x is x squared plus x times 2 is 2x. So let's subtract 8 from both sides. Subtract 8. Then this will be a 0. 0 equals x squared plus 2x minus 8. Now we factor x squared to be x times x, and negative 8 will be positive 4 times negative 2. If you equal x plus 4 to 0, x equals negative 4. And if you equal x minus 2 to 0, x equals positive 2. And we have to check which one will be working. If you plug it in here, it will be working because this is log of 2, x is 2. Substitute for x equals 2 to the base of 2, which is 1. And this is log of 2 plus 2 is 4 to the base of 2. What exponent to 2 equals 4? It's 2. And then 1 plus 2 equals 3. So this is one of the solutions, or only solution. We don't know yet. Okay, now let's substitute for negative 4. Negative 4. Log of negative 4. From the beginning, there is no log of negative. No log of negative, no log of 0. And the base is 2. 2 exponent what equals negative number? Nothing. 2 exponent what? 2 to the power of what? 2 exponent 1 is 2. It's positive. 2 exponent 2 is 4. It's positive. This is negative. Let's go back to 2 exponent negative 1. It's not going to be negative. It's going to be a half. 2 exponent negative 2 is not going to be negative. It's going to be 1 over 4. So no log of negative number or 0. Negative numbers or 0. So this is not a solution. X equals negative 4, not good. And the only solution is x equals 2. Thanks.